Heidi, what's happening? I'm gonna start with the worst news first. The garage door it's in pretty bad shape. He just said it wasn't loaded right properly, which I guess I don't totally know what that means. He said, but just the hinges, these are what the hinges are. I can feel these bolts, they're kind of loose. A couple of them are kind of loose. He says you can see it you can see how it was kind of glued back in, or maybe that was the original glue, I don't know. He just said it's not really functioning very well. There's a crack in it there, there's a crack in it there, and when it opens, you can tell it's just not in great shape. It's obviously didn't have a great seal. You can see kind of the air coming in. It should have a better seal than that. You can see there, it's sealed better. The air is not coming in, the light's not coming in. Anyway, that's probably the worst of the news. This thing he doesn't like at all. Just is not greatly put together, and I don't know if you want that at all. I mean, obviously you don't want any of the wood blasting to remove all that stuff. I mean, it still is great storage, so it just depends on whether or not we want to ask them to just like, hey, get rid of all the wood for sure, but if we want them to ask them to take that down altogether, I don't know. This piece obviously needs to be covered back up. Again, we can discuss on whether or not we want to ask them to do some of this stuff. As me and you talked about with the as-is, we really should be asking them to do a whole lot, but I'm game to do what we deem as absolutely necessary. We know that door's shot, so we'll probably just leave that one alone. I don't think you're gonna want to put closet doors back on that. You might as well just have open shelving so we get rid of those doors. This one's interesting here. I never really took notice of the washer dryer, but my guess is they might have changed them out from what was here. He said this cord, this one doesn't fit in here. It's a four prongs, so it doesn't fit. You can't even plug it in. How insane is that? So my guess is that they traded them out at one point, so they need to update that so we can actually plug in, a washer. I can't know if that goes to the washer or dryer, but that's funny to me because they had to have changed it out. These cabinets, Craig says that you can, reuse these in the garage if you want, or above the laundry cabinets. Maybe use some of these uppers and put them up there if you want to get rid of those old school ones. These ones are super, super cheapy feeling, pretty flimsy. Let's see, what else? The other stuff was a lot of ticky-tack stuff, which comes up on every inspection ever known to man. The GFI stuff, they're like $20 a piece. So that stuff really, really minor. The window springs, a couple of the window springs are broken on the windows, which basically means that when you push them up, they don't stay up. He didn't show me which ones they were. I'll have to look at the inspection report. I was going to show you one, but I forgot to ask which ones they were. So basically, when the window pops up, it won't, when you pull the window up, it won't stay all the way up. It'll drop back down. Those things are like, I don't know, $40, $50 a piece. That's ticky-tack stuff. We'll see how many of those there are. And then some loose outlets. That's really easy stuff. That's just with a screwdriver. And then the two other things that I talked about with him are the irrigation. I called the listing agent because he couldn't crank the irrigation on, and the irrigation, he had to get a part to fix it. So the guy must be pretty handy because it's like a pressure valve, so there's no pressure running to it right now. So we need them to prove to us that is working. So I'll get working on that to make sure that he can prove to us the irrigation works. And then the pool heater seems to be functioning. It's just we can't adjust the temperature, and there's some quirky thing to it, so they need to show us how to adjust the temperature, and the pool heater as well. You should have the report to us either tonight or tomorrow, all right? And then we can discuss where to go from there. All right, see ya.